Good afternoon, everyone. I'm Harley Strickland here in the WTOC 24-hour newsroom to bring you your 5 o'clock update today on the News Now. Whatever you're streaming on, whether it's Roku, Amazon Fire, WTOC.com, our WTOC app, Facebook, whatever it is, we want to thank you for watching. And we also want to let you know that you can communicate with me live here on the News Now through Facebook. So if you go to the live stream there, you can leave comments, questions. Some people are already saying hi on there. Thank you for those comments. Keep those coming as I bring you some of today's top story. I do want to begin with some breaking news we've been following all afternoon. There was a heavy police presence in the Cloverdale neighborhood this afternoon. We got a lot of calls into the newsroom. We're just now finding out that it was a shooting in the 1500 block of Audubon Drive. You can see some footage here from earlier today. Part of Audubon Drive was completely blocked off for quite some time. Police located a male shooting victim with non-life-threatening injuries. He refused treatment and transport. The Violent Crimes Unit responded, and they do not have a suspect or any other information at this time, but that scene is now clear and the road is back open. Our Crystal Howard is out there gathering some more information on that, and we'll bring that to you tonight on the news. Another breaking news story coming in this morning. GOP congressional candidate Katie Arrington has been critically injured after a car crash late last night. She was traveling with a friend when their vehicle was struck by a person driving in the wrong direction. Here's more.
Here's a look at the area where the wrong way crash happened. If you look behind me, this is actually a two-lane road. It's the same for the other side. It's separated by this grassy median. Now, Representative Katie Arrington was traveling this way with her friend when that car came in the opposite direction and hit them. The Charleston County Sheriff's Office says the crash happened around 9 last night. The coroner has identified the wrong way driver who died in the crash as 69-year-old Helen White. Her autopsy report is pending. I talked with White's sons, who say they live less than a mile away from where the crash happened, and so did their mom.
She called me and she said, "Where you at?" I said, I'm in West Ashley. I'll be home in a little bit. She said, "Well, baby, I love you." And that's the last time I talked to her. My mom, she had her aunt ways, but she wasn't a loving person. She was just starting like getting it together.
This is a developing story, and as soon as we get any new updates, we will continue to update you. I'm in Adams Run, Alexis Simmons, Live 5 News.
If Arrington's name sounds familiar to you, it could be because President Donald Trump tweeted his support for her against Mark Sanford in the recent South Carolina primary elections. Sanford had spoken out against some of the president's policies. Now, we'll take a look at a tweet today from Donald Trump. "My thoughts and prayers are with Representative Katie Arrington of South Carolina, including all of those involved in last night's car accident and their family." So again, that is a tweet from the president himself to the family of her. Now, Arrington faces a long road as she continues to recovery. Her injuries include a fracture in her back and several broken ribs, as well as injuries that will require her to undergo major surgery, including the removal of a portion of her small intestine and a portion of her colon. Additionally, the main artery in her legs has a partial collapse and will require a stent. Additional surgeries will be required, including one that most likely will happen today. And it is likely that Katie will remain hospitalized for about 2 weeks. Now, of course, we will continue to follow this story and bring you updates. That story is on our webpage at WTOC.com and in our app, along with some additional information there. America's Second Harvest of Coastal Georgia hosted the third produce pop-up this morning. The food bank got several donations of fresh produce, dairy, and bread. The food was offered to low-income families in need in the Savannah area. Target and SunTrust Bank, just to name a few, helped with the market this morning. Volunteers helped people through the line and helped bag their food.
We basically spend time understanding that, life is bigger than just us. So if we can give back in some way, people shop our stores, they come in all the time. We want to say thank you, but also that we recognize the community, there's needs. And if we can be a part of that and help in any way, it's our pleasure to do so.
America's Second Harvest of Coastal Georgia serves as a regional food bank, functioning as a food warehouse and distribution center for more than 300 nonprofit organizations and churches in our area. The food bank distributed more than 14.2 million pounds of food last year to people in need in our community. Now, WTOC, a big announcement here for our newsroom coming in today. WTOC is pleased to announce that the Big Red 11 received many top honors from the Georgia Associated Press Awards today. Among them were some of the most sought after awards in the news business, including the Best Newscast Award. Now, take a look at your screen here. Here's some of our award winners there. In addition to Best Newscast, WTOC also received first place AP awards for Best Staff Coverage, Best Spot News Video, and Best General Reporting. WTOC also placed second in several other AP award categories. Now on your screen there, that is Van Vogt, Priya Abraham, and Elizabeth Rawlings with their awards there. Some familiar faces to many of you watching our newscast. So a big congratulations to them, and while we'll continue to work hard to bring you the best coverage, we'd like to thank our viewers for the choice or choosing us as your local news source in Southeast Georgia and the Low Country. So thank you. We appreciate you watching us here at WTOC. Now, before I leave, I do want to check for any comments or any questions today. We'll see. Someone offering prayers for all that was hurt in that wreck that I spoke about earlier. Prayers for Katie. People are saying, let's see. People asking about the storms around Statesboro. Well, that is a question for our own Cutter Martin tonight here on the digital newscast at 8 o'clock. He'll have a weather update for you, so be sure to come back and join us. And on Facebook, you can ask him questions about the Statesboro area or wherever you may be, and he can answer those for you. Shirley is telling me, hey, hello, Shirley. Hope you're having a great Saturday. Hot in Baxley. It was hot over here today in Savannah too, so we may need some of those showers in Statesboro to cool us down. So let's see here. Everyone just saying hello today. We want to thank you for joining us. Mr. Vertis is joining us. Thank you. We appreciate your comments today and you joining us here for your 5 o'clock update. Don't forget that weather update at 8 o'clock here on your digital newscast and our regular scheduled newscast on TV at 6, 7, and 11. And all of these stories are available online and in the WTOC app. But for now, I'm Harley Strickland bringing you today's top stories.